Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. Tonight I want to share with you my thoughts on third-party applications that can run in conjunction with Splinterlands. These are apps that you can use to give yourself an edge to maybe win more. And are these things fair game? Do I use them? Is it cheating? I want to talk about that in this video. This is a clip from a recent live event. If you want to be present when these questions are being asked and maybe raise your own comments or questions for me to consider, check out the community tab on my YouTube page and check out the various tiers available to you. Before we get into it, my name is Dwayne Cunningham and I go by Infidel1258. And on the channel, we cover Splinterlands all day, every day, because it's changed my life. And I think it can change yours. So stick around and stay tuned. Okay, bye. And King Matt says, hey 12, do you support players using third-party tools for that edge on your opponents? So, I only know about a couple tools. Now, I don't know what you know about, but today I did a video on this here, Summoner Lab, and this is a third-party tool, but all it really is a chart. So you can go and you can find your favorite monster card, and you can look at chart data of that monster card. This is a tool. I don't see how this would give you any sort of in-game advantage. I don't see how this would be unfair. To me, this is really more of a trading tool, and for people who want to speculate on the market prices for the cards, I think this is really cool, and I do support this. Now, I've heard about bots in the past that, I don't know if they're bots, but applications that will scrape the blockchain to tell who you're fighting against, what their history of play is, what daily loot chests they're working on, what monsters they usually play with, and then even what monsters you could play with to then beat them. That seems like, I don't want to say cheating, but I don't think it's fair. I do think that's the sort of thing Splinterlands probably should just give us, because they already have that access. I think they should give us that information. Why? Because that would make it more of an open book. It would actually make it really, it would bring up the skill ceiling, because think about it. There would be more depth of knowledge that you could personally access and take advantage of. And then if you were capable of accessing, or sorry, utilizing it, like calculating through it, thinking through the implications, using the tool wisely, you would then set yourself apart. I think that would be an interesting thing for the game developers to consider metering out. Maybe they don't give us all of the tools, but maybe what if they gave us more data on how many games you play which cards with? And you could see the same thing about me. That's what I mean. Open book. You could see it. I could see it. Then it's like, it's not unfair anymore. The question really is, how well do you use that tool? I think that's kind of cool. And I would be okay with them making that change. But from the third party perspective, having that as an app you buy and pay for as a service, that seems, again, I don't think it's cheating, because it's on the blockchain and anybody can scrape the blockchain if you want to. But there's a intellectual hurdle in knowing how to collect that data that makes it non-practical for most of us. And as a result, it feels unfair. So that's my best answer for that question. Betelgeuse, the only thing is though, who's playing the tool or the player? Yeah, I see your point, Betelgeuse, but if the game gives you data and then you have to interpret it, it needs to be your mind that has to interpret it. Now, I can see your point though. It could go too far, and then it takes away some of the feeling for the game that really is special. Like when you watch a guy be really excellent at a first-person shooter, it's because they have some ability in their hands and perception and their reaction. If you could automate some portion of that, then you're taking away part of the kind of the really cool thing about their talent. And so I see your point.